All right, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda, and I am back here once again to discuss the next update that is coming for the Outlast Trials, the Project Lupara update. I didn't plan on making a full video on this until the update actually released, but they did give us quite a lot of new detail in this post that they made on the Steam community. So I'm going to go ahead and go over all of that here and just give my initial thoughts. And then on Tuesday, when the update does drop, I'll make a full video reviewing everything that's included, as well as the full patch notes and everything like that. But yeah, this update sounds like it's going to be amazing. And I'm surprised that they left so little lead time to the release, but I'm also happy because I'm really looking forward to getting into it. But yeah, as you can see, Project Lupara update coming July 16th. Includes a new villain, a new map, a new roguelike game mode, a new rig, and more. And yeah, they mentioned that he will be the new guy, Franco Barbie, Il Bambino, the gun-wielding villain, comes armed with a sawed-off shotgun that will strike reagents from a distance. So pretty much confirms right there that there will be some way he's able to damage you from a distance. Now, how that'll work exactly, like maybe he'll be rather inaccurate with it, or maybe if he sees you, he'll take some time to aim, and then if you're still seen, you'll just take the damage, like you'll get hit. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. But yeah, Frank will be featured in the new map, The Docks, where the new big trial, Poison the Medicine, takes place. And yeah, that sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. And but yeah, they also revealed quite a few actually additional things that weren't initially aware of. And here they list a lot of the stuff that's coming. Daily and weekly tasks are coming, which I'm interested to see what those are. And they also say a new in-game economy. I have no idea what that refers to or what that means. Does that mean we're going to be able to have tradable things between players, or is there something else to do with, like, I honestly have no idea what that could be referring to at all. So we'll have to see on that. They give some more information about Franco Barbie. So yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool... like he's got a pretty interesting backstory and stuff. I'm looking forward to having evidence documents about that. This is a screenshot of the new map, The Docks. It looks really good from here. So yeah, looking forward to being able to jump into there. Franco's drug manufacturing domain, where from which he infantilizes the world, dragging weak and powerful alike to his level. New objectives will be featured in this environment, of course, where you must escape Franco's tantrums. They also list the new trials and MK challenges. So Poison the Medicine will be the new main trial. So I'm not sure if we're not getting any MK challenges on the docks on release here, and those are just going to come out a little bit later. But that's kind of what it sounds like based off this. We'll have to see. But yeah, Poison the Medicine will be the big new trial. Mansion Escape. This is an interesting one here. The final trial, the Farewell Mission, says that it will now evolve in difficulty as you release more reagents. And there's also going to be an all-new ending added to the set of endings they have. So I'm really interested to see how it changes as you release reagents, since obviously, as most of us know, and as I've made a guide about, it's the same every time with slight variations on, like, mainly where the radios and the film reel are, as well as the keys. But it's pretty easy to figure out and do it very quickly once you've done it a few times. So I'm really curious to see how this changes it up, and I'm going to probably try and get a reagent release prepared, at least one, before the update drops, because you are able to actually carry over at least some tokens that I've found now, so that's very interesting as well. But then we have two new MK challenges here. Fuel the Release, which sounds like it's going to be on the courthouse. Justice requires power, power requires fuel, carry the fuel, power the court, and secure your liberty. Sounds like a generator-based challenge right there. And then there's Teach the Police Officer, which I assume is going to be on the police station. Defining laws creates crime. Replace the precinct's training film with Murkoff's reels and make future crimes your own. Sounds like it's going to be clearly one of the film reel swapping objectives, but those all sound really cool. I'm especially curious again about this Mansion Escape, and of course a new trial will be amazing. These MK challenges don't sound particularly interesting in and of themselves, but it's always cool to get new stuff. So it'll be cool to see where those are set within their maps and what differences they make on the maps from there. But then they give us some more detail about the new game mode, Escalation Therapy, and I am so excited for this. This sounds like it's going to be super fun to make videos on, and I'm really curious to see how it all fully works. But it is going to be a new roguelike game mode pitting you against a never-ending series of randomized trials with variators until you succumb to a permadeath and begin anew. You'll begin with nothing and build your loadouts from a limited selection of upgrades from Murkoff. The longer you can survive, the bigger the reward. I mean, that just sounds like it's gonna be so fun to make like just whenever I feel like doing it, I could just make a run of escalation for a video or anything. Or maybe depending on how long the runs would end up being, I don't know. I could maybe break it up into multiple videos. It just sounds like it's going to be a content goldmine and super fun. So I can't wait for that. That is going to be an amazing thing that's coming out. And I assume this is going to be doable with multiple people as well, which sounds like it'd be really fun. They also give more detail on the barricade rig, which actually I was correct in my assumption. I mean, it was a pretty easy assumption to make about what it would do, but this is what I thought when I first heard about it. You can use it to block paths, giving you the time needed to complete your objectives while pursuers are forced to bash their way through or take the long way around. I wonder how long it would take them to bash through. That looks like a pretty intense barricade for sure. Also will be important, how long does it take to set up? Are they able to interrupt you by coming through the door while you're trying to set it up? So it's definitely a curious idea. It doesn't seem like it'll be super great from the surface because in the majority of situations there are multiple entrances to the rooms that you're in doing objectives. So it depends. I mean, maybe you can use it on larger entranceways, but with this screenshot here, it's just on a normal door. So we'll have to see how it works fully, and maybe it'll be a really long duration of blocking. Or I guess it doesn't really say that it'll go away on its own. So maybe it'll only go away if you move it or they actually bash it in. So that's interesting. So again, we'll get more details on that later, though. That's all it really says. This I was really surprised to see. I did not expect this whatsoever. There's going to be an introduction of 4 difficulty settings: introductory, standard, intense, and psychosurgery. So I'm really curious to see what those change in relation to variators. Obviously, currently, variators are the only things that make the game change in difficulty. So whatever these do is going to be very interesting. I assume, based on the wording of these, that the current difficulty of the game right now is this standard difficulty. So intense is going to be harder than current, and psychosurgery sounds like a very interesting name for a difficulty level. Probably going to be insanely hard. But yeah, I'm really curious to dive into those as well and see what they actually change in the gameplay. But I wasn't expecting that at all, personally. I thought they were going to stick with the variators as the way that you deal with the difficulty, but apparently they're adding this. There's also going to be a new lobby minigame called the Stroop effect test, and it's basically like, you've probably seen these online before, where there's a word of a color, but the actual color of the letters is different than the color that the word is saying. And I don't know if you're supposed to hit the yellow word or the yellow color, but that's basically, I think you're going to have to you're going to 1v1 someone, and whoever can do it better. Oh, it says right here, the Stroop effect test asks participants to correctly select the color of a word where the word spells the name of a different color. For example, the word yellow written in black text, or the word blue written in yellow text. Right, so which one do you want to hit? Yellow or blue? Here, I don't know. But that'll obviously be pretty clear once it's out. But that's pretty cool. I mean, the lobby minigames are always fun. The arm wrestling and chess have been pretty popular. I assume this one will be kind of cool to try out a few times as well. Additionally, we have the introduction of daily and weekly tasks. Accomplishing tasks gives reagents a sense of pride and will earn them various rewards. They don't really say much about what that'll be, but interesting for sure. And then we have these introduction of catalogs, behavioral attire shapes, the classic Murkoff cheese, but basically you can complete tasks to earn stamps and become a better you. There's going to be this standard catalog, a new you, which is going to be a collection of previously available and new cosmetics. So they say previously available here. I wonder if that's just going to include past event cosmetics, or what exactly that will entail, because I can't think of any other things that were previously available that are no longer available aside from those event items, unless they're talking about additional posters and things like from weeklies, but I assume not. But yeah, there's also going to be new cosmetics in there, and then there will also be a deluxe catalog, Project Lupara, which will have a collection of brand new cosmetics to go along with this update as well. And up here you can see there's these 2 different currencies added, and this one, the deluxe catalog costs 1,000 of whatever this currency is. So I'm not sure how that's going to all work out in the end, but we'll have to see whenever the update comes out what those mean. But you can see also up here there's the tasks tab added, so now you have trial loadout catalog tasks. The records and evidence must have been moved somewhere else. I'm not sure where that'll be, but this seems pretty cool. Interested to see if they like rotate these things out or how they'll end up being expanded on. Additionally, with this update, there's going to be starting a new event, which is just called the Bambino special event, and that's going to be running for 4 weeks as of the start of the update. So there won't be any weekly therapies for the next 4 weeks, which I mean, it'll be cool to see what this update entails. Franco is going to be appearing in certain trials and MK challenges alongside Gooseberry or Coil, so kind of similar to Prime Time, but focusing more on the new Prime asset. And then he'll also be in trials and MK challenges set in the Docs map. So I guess there are going to be MK challenges in the Docs map as well. So tons of content coming with this update. It's kind of insane. Also, the event will have 2 parts split into 2 weeks each, where Franco will appear in different trials. So first time they're doing anything like this where the event runs for a bit longer but is switched up halfway. I wonder if that's just going to change up the gameplay of it or if there'll also be new rewards at the halfway point. We'll have to see. Additionally, there's going to be a new DLC, which I think is a reasonable thing to include with this this huge update, is an additional DLC with, of course, again, just cosmetic things for your room and for your character. It's going to cost $20. I'll be buying it just because I want to support the devs because I think they're doing a fantastic job with this game. But obviously no reason to buy it if you're not interested in the cosmetics or care about anything. Looks like it's a lot of Hawaiian-based stuff for your cell. And then just these outfits. The third one is pretty interesting. This one right here, quite unique looking there. But yeah, that's going to be $20, and yeah, same as the first one, I believe. And then additionally, they have a comic book that they have released. You can just read that for free if you want. That has more information about the origins of Franco Barbie. So you can check that out here. They have a link. And yeah, we'll be seeing you all in the sleep room very soon. So yeah, I mean, it just sounds like it's going to be just an insanely huge update. The biggest so far since 1.0, I am sure, and probably even ever in the game's history. And can't wait to jump into it on Tuesday. I'll be covering, again, all of the stuff that comes out, all the details, all the patch notes, everything. So look forward to that video coming up on Tuesday. I'll finish out the rest of the weekly videos within the next day or so, and then we'll be back for the big update day. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to most in the big update. For me, it's got to be the escalation game mode, I think. I'm really looking forward to trying that out. But I'm also curious to see how the difficulty settings end up working. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.